when we got her, put brand new tires on her. So she's got new tires that maybe have about 600 miles on it, if that. And it has the original Sierra Scotty caps. It has the original jacks that go with it. There's 4 of them. And I cut some 2x8s, pressure treated 2x8s to put underneath, if you can see them in there, to help stabilize it. They work out real well, and there's a couple extras that I cut for the front end of it. And here is the original stove I was telling you about, in fantastic shape for its year. It does have its little spots of rust on the inside of it and stuff like that, but that doesn't hamper its ability to work, though I have never tested it. So it would be, up to the buyer to decide if they wanted to put it back in and test it. Here is the gas lamp that was removed. All parts are there, but I do not know if it works or not because I didn't test it. The gas regulator is there. The wheel that goes to the front is there. The electrical cord is there. The bearings from when we did the repack on the bearing job, we replaced some of the bearings. Not that they needed it, just because it was a safety thing. I wanted to make sure they were good. So we replaced the bearings. And here's are the original ones. That is the drip edge that goes over the door. Needs polishing. Here's the original plastic trim that went around all the doors and cabinetry inside. We didn't put it back on because it's kind of a funny, I don't know if you can see the color, but it's a funny turquoise color, and it clashes pretty much with the color that's in there, but it's here if you want it. This is the T-bar that goes in the closet, and this is the secondary support that goes underneath when you make the bed. Original lights on the back of it. All the lights work, all the winkers work. The guy that had it before me redid all the electrical on the inside. There's no light over the kitchen, but there is a light in the bedroom area, and there's an overhead light too. And I've never tested any of them, so I don't know if any of them work. As a matter of fact, there's not even a bulb in the one that's... It didn't come with a bulb, and I never put another bulb in it. I just painted around it. And here's the gooseneck that I was telling you about for the water. It's all original. Original cap. Other than needing polishing around the windows and probably a paint job other than that. Here's a little video from underneath. Original wheel chalk. Metal. Fairly heavy, so it does the job. You can see it's a little rusty, but it's all been undercoated. Long time before I got it. And the undercoating is holding well. She's in really good shape for her year. Axle is in fantastic shape. And when I got it, knowing the places that I camped, took it to Fulton Spring out in Fulton, New York, and had them put in some more iron underneath it to raise her a little bit. Let me see if I can get a shot of it for you so you can see it. Oh, there it is. Sneak in on it. They threw that wonderful piece in there, raised her up. The dip, the well dip, catches on stuff, or it can potentially catch on stuff. So when you first step into it, there's a little dip down. That's with all the Scotties. It's the way they were manufactured. You really have, if you're more than 5'6" or so, you're real thankful for that dip. The rest of us short people, it's not a problem, but for taller people, that's a wonderful thing to have, so you're not whacking your head on everything. And that is notorious for getting scraped on the bottom of campsites and stuff and doing damage to it. And so rather than to do that, I had her raised about 4 inches. And I've never had any trouble since then. I towed it back before I raised it, and I didn't notice it behind the truck, and I towed it from Fulton back here, and then camped all last year with it, and never noticed a bit of difference at all with it. She tows wonderful, like she's not even back there, and the raised part of it makes it so much easier to back in and out of spots with the truck being a 4x4. So now the camper is really set for all different kinds of towing. I mean, the crank works great. Plug works great. It's a 4-prong plug, doesn't have any independent braking, so all you do is back up, hook her on, plug her in, and off you go. Takes a 1 7/8 inch ball, Again, weighs under 1,000 pounds. It's very easy to tow. You don't hardly know it's there. It has a city water hookup in case you want to hook up. I don't have a hose with this because I never did it. I state park camp, so we never had to hook up any of that kind of stuff. Let me show you. Works wonderful. Goes up, goes down. It's got a leveler right there. Don't know how accurate it is, but I've used it. There's a little level on the inside as well. Haven't really used either of those. There's no refrigerator in here, and other than sleeping conditions, it's not really that important. There you have it. This is a 1967 Sierra Scotty, rescued some years ago by a fellow down in Pennsylvania. He did a fantastic job refurbishing it, and then all we did was paint it and throw some tires on her, and off we went. And we're asking $2,600, our best offer. And contact information is in the classified ad on Craigslist. Hope to hear from you. Thanks.